gotta start off the bat with this one. I normally do not give a damn about Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Yes, I know he's a major celebrity and he's been in a lot of major films such as The Scorpion King. Hell, he even reprised that role in The Mummy Returns. Both movies, by the way, I loved as a child. Those were some fun times. He's even been, in fact, he got his career started in wrestling, and that's how he's managed to grow himself as a brand. He's so out there within social media that now we have memes of the guy. Memes. But, although it's not really hard considering that, well, it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. But I kind of think that there's a certain part about Dwayne Johnson where he's kind of, he doesn't really have a pulse about what's going on with the rest of America, considering the fact that he's more of the Hollywood elite. Now, why the hell am I bringing up this guy? Two major reasons. And they both have to deal with, well, of course, politics within this job, but one of them with very recently with the 2024 election, and the other is with Dwayne Johnson and his own personal ambitions. 2024, he decided he was not going to endorse Joe Biden. This is a big turnaround because, well, back in 2020, he decided to endorse Joe Biden. Now, this is not something that's, well, new. In fact, it's pretty common for a Hollywood celebrity such as Dwayne Johnson to go on and say, oh, I'm endorsing a Democratic candidate. You would be hard-pressed to find an actual major celebrity from Hollywood that would endorse a Republican candidate, someone like Donald Trump. But I'm digressing on that case. He decided after spending 4 years under Biden, he was not going to endorse him again. This raises the issue that there are problems that Biden is having in terms of gaining some support. Yes, he's managing to raise major funds. In fact, he was at New York City at one point, about a week ago, I think. And he managed to raise about $25 million. And he still has a lot of major connections all around. I'm pretty sure he still has a few connections within Hollywood in order to help fund his war chest. But the very fact that a major celebrity such as Dwayne Johnson decided not to endorse him kind of speaks to the fact that, well, Joe Biden is just political poison. And it's not just to the Democratic Party, it's to the Hollywood elites, because they don't want to be associated with this guy. They don't want to be associated with someone who is such a major failure. If they were to be tied with, if Hollywood would be tied to Joe Biden, then they would be tied to his incompetence. I mean, to be fair, this is the Hollywood elite we're talking about, who don't really have, who don't really have the down-to-earth kind of sense in regards to what the rest of Middle America is thinking. But I digress. This kind of shows that there is much less support that Joe Biden is currently gaining this time around. And he's an incumbent within the presidency. And I cannot believe I said that, but de facto, it's true. He is an incumbent who supposedly should have a strong amount of support, but apparently he does it, especially from the big wigs. And it doesn't help with the fact that Donald Trump has managed to outraise funds when he was at Mar-a-Lago the same time. He actually, while Biden managed to get $25 million in fundraising, Donald Trump managed to get $50 million. Double that Joe Biden was getting at his own fundraiser in New York City. And that kind of speaks volumes. Joe Biden is already having issues in obtaining money. He's having issues in obtaining support. So, well, it's better to cut some strings with Joe Biden and the rest of his regime. Now, the second part is that Dwayne The Rock Johnson, he definitely has political ambitions. That much I agree with Stick Six Hammer on this. I don't believe that he is a centrist, though. Considering the fact that, well, he is from Hollywood, and he tends to lean more towards the left. He actively supports gun control. Here's the thing. The idea of an actor obtaining political office is not a far-fetched one. We've already seen that in the case of Ronald Reagan, who became the governor of California, then eventually president of the United States. Hell, Arnold Schwarzenegger began to become the governor of California. So I would not put it past Dwayne Johnson to actually have some capital in order to ascend to potentially the gubernatorialship of California. I think that's where his main focus is. Yeah, true, he probably does have some ambitions for the presidency, but I do not see that happening anytime soon, considering the fact that there is heavy politicization. And again, the fact that he's from California, or at least has resonance in the state of California, does not help with that kind of image, if you understand what I'm saying, because California seems to be way out there and away from how a lot of other states typically think how they do their own business. It just doesn't seem like. I do not believe whatsoever that Dwayne Johnson would be able to ascend to the presidency unless if it were some help. And I'm not talking grassroots. I mean actually gain some support from the Democratic National Convention. I would actually expect that to be possible. Dwayne Johnson already has a lot more clout. He is a well-known popular figure, and of course he's a Democrat, or at the very least he leans Democrat. The DNC finds this as a possible good mold to potentially go against any future populist Republicans. So they have picked Dwayne Johnson to ascend to the presidency, and they support him financially, and they helped advertise his brand. And they use the Dwayne Johnson uses the social media platform that he has in order to spread his influence. That I can potentially see, but even then, that's still a hard sell. He would still have a much better chance with the DNC at his back. But I just don't know. I know that he definitely has some major ambitions going forward. That much is certain. Everybody can tell when they're talking about Dwayne Johnson. But whether or not he's successful, at least in California, I would see him potentially winning there. But to become president of the United States, hell, that would be a far stretch. I do not see that potentially. I do not see that being a major possibility. At most a small possibility, but I just don't really see that going on. However, it does help. He does help himself with the fact that because he decided he was not going to endorse Joe Biden this election season, it kind of saves him at least a little bit of support in terms of gaining some moderates to his side. Because at first he goes along with Joe Biden, but then he supposedly sees the error of his ways, and he still has a little bit of the pulse, at least in regards to what the moderates are thinking about in regards to the political situation that right now in this country. But who knows? Maybe Dwayne Johnson may not be involved with politics whatsoever, but I kind of doubt that. All I know is that this shift of Dwayne Johnson not endorsing Joe Biden already excuse me, this lack of endorsement already is having a profound impact with the 2024 election. My name is Noah Meehan of The Arc Truth. Please post your comments down below, like this video, subscribe, share with friends. Also, if you have any issues regarding my videos, such as how I speak, or any of my improv that I should improve, please post it down in the comment section down below or directly message me. Thank you.